ladies and gents, boys and girls. Right, so we're doing another vlog. I did actually do one the other day, but there was an issue with there's always bloody issues with this stuff. But yeah, I don't know what the problem was, but basically it recorded everything, all the files were there, but it just wouldn't play. If you check the descriptions, the details, sorry, there's no codecs, no duration, no file, nothing. It's just a massive nondescript file. So I'm going to try and see if I can sort something out, or sort files out, because if they're that big, something must be there. But anyway, never mind. Today we're headed to Ferry Speed in Portsmouth. So, what's the ETA? 23:25. It's 8:15 now in the evening. I could have got there about an hour and 20 minutes ago, but I was busy washing the truck, brushing all the mats because I don't have a Hoover. Some minter has been sitting in here with his food. He's got crumbs in the gaps between the buttons. This is a 24 plate. These are the kind of people that bugger up these trucks. Luckily, I didn't have to clean out the fridge, but I did give it a wipe down anyway. Anti-backed the steering wheel. Do you know what? One of these days I'll do a vlog on cleaning the truck. I'll come in a bit earlier, and I'll do a vlog. Now it's pretty clean. I've got all my stuff set out. I've got, what else have I got? My cameras and everything all set up. But yeah, I've got these wireless ME mics. I had some issues with that, I was explaining in the other vlog. We are headed to Ferry Speed. We've got a live load, so a live unload even. So they're going to tip the trailer, and then we're going to head off. We're sort of 23:26, so it's like 1, 2, 3. So we're literally looking at that was the stereo I just turned on. Looking at 3 hours, but it's probably going to be more than that, to be fair, because we're in a double decker, and I do tend to slow down to about 50. It depends. We are 30, I think it was 38 ton on the weight bridge, so we're fully loaded. I'm hoping the weight's lower down and not higher up. I'm going to see if I can take a peek when I get to Ferry Speed, but to be fair, I'm getting sick and tired of the way these trailers are being loaded. Where the fifth wheel is, they've got a lot of weight, but then it's really light on the axles, or a lot lighter on the axles, and that is not good, especially when you're uncoupling or coupling, because you can see the flex in the overhang past the legs, and it's probably not good for the steel, probably not good for the trailer as a whole. It needs to be evenly distributed, and it doesn't look like it is evenly distributed. So yeah, I'll have a look and see what's going on with that. Do you know what? I think I'm going to take my shoes off. Sitting here for 3 hours with my shoes on, it's going to be horrendous. Stinky feet by the time I get there. Hate it. I should have, like, I don't know, I don't really want to wear Crocs, I don't know. What do you guys think of Crocs? Leave a comment or something. I just think they look really odd. I don't, like, rubbish, basically. Yeah, I don't like them, and I don't really want to wear like sandals, like, you know, like the Jesus type sandals. I don't want to wear them either. So I want something airy. Like, if you guys got any suggestions or whatever, then drop me a comment in the comment section. And while you're at it, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, god damn it. because it does help. I mean, I've only got like a few hundred subscribers, so come on guys, get with the program. My intention really is I want to get an operator's license. So this is basically me after a year's kind of you know, taking on contracts like jobs here and there, sometimes stints of like a month, 2 months or whatever. I'm hoping this is a bit more long term. So I want to try and stick this one out and see if I can get as many shifts as possible, try and raise as much cash as possible so I can start my operator's license. And yeah, so what I'll be doing is kind of documenting the journey, like from here to getting an operator's license, raising the cash, working, seeing how much money's like needed. Well, it's going to be about 10 grand-ish, 15 grand maybe. But there, obviously, there are options like you're going to rent, lease, hire a unit, all the rest of it. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's the plan. So this is basically the start of that journey. So yeah, if you want to help out, hit the subscribe button. Subscribing doesn't cost a thing. But it does help, and if you've got your own channel, let me know. I'll come and subscribe on your channel, help each other out, and we all get our licenses and, you know, drive for ourselves. Yeah, so yeah, if you haven't already, then subscribe. So where are we now? Yeah. So that's the plan basically. So we're going to head off to very speed there. We're in bloody kilometres an hour again. I don't know which moron keeps changing these goddamn settings. I was doing 30 miles. It felt like 30 miles an hour, and I've seen this average speed camera, don't I? So I looked down, it's like 49, I'm thinking 49! What the and then I seen the little KMH and I thought, oh, for fuck's sake. It's basically these guys from Eastern, I don't know, fair enough, you don't understand or you can't be arsed with miles per hour, whatever. Fine, mate. Change the fucking thing back. You know, change it back. Change it back to miles an hour so people from England who's like used to miles per hour and all the rest of it. In England we don't do kilometres an hour. The only thing kilometres is the bloody tacho and the miles in your truck, and that's if it's like, if you're not able to change it. Flipping horrendous. Really gets on my nerves, that does. So now I've got to go to goddamn settings. Functions. No, it's not functions. Flipping egg. Display. Units. Metric. Customised. Customise the units. Distance. Miles. Right, everything's miles now. Great. Anyway, I'm going to stop jabbering, and what I'm going to do is put on some music, put on some tunes, and get me munchies on. Got me Relentless as well. Kuda's doing Kuda Automotive, check them out, I'll leave a link in the description. They are doing like a competition. Say competition, you don't really have to do anything, you just got to subscribe and leave a comment. I don't know, I shouldn't really be telling you because I'm going to do it myself, and I'm just diluting the pool by telling you guys to subscribe. But anyway, go and subscribe, go and put your name down, leave a comment, and yeah, I don't know, you know, may the luckiest man or woman win, I guess. But yeah, like it'd be nice to win one of them. Like it's a free truck, that'd be excellent. It's part of the, you know, the whole licence journey. That'd be spot on, mate. Spot on. So I was going to say something, and it's to do with driving and careers, and essentially being a LGV, HGV driver. And what I wanted to say was, I've been driving for a year now, passed in April last year, so just over a year. It's not May, a month over a year, basically. So I've always wanted to drive trucks. I mean, I've been doing IT for 18 years, and like second line. I did first line, but I did EPOS stuff, I did first line stuff, and then I started doing like second line stuff, and I did second line probably for about 11 years, which was fun. I'll probably still do it, but I don't know what it is. The pay is really rubbish. It used to be better than that, and what I think is happening is it's getting saturated. The market's getting saturated, and it's getting saturated by, you know, like people who've been, I don't know, working at Foot Locker or First Sport, or, you know, like a sports shop, supermarket, stacking shelves, whatever. And, you know, like the IT enthusiasts and whatever, like, so what they do is they get some training, and then they start doing these little basic kind of jobs, and then from there they kind of progress, and the agencies, it's really horrendous the way it happens, but the agencies don't have a clue in general about IT. They don't have a clue. It's the blind leading the blind. You know what I mean? They're not IT people. So what tends to happen is you get a bunch of numbnuts sometimes in a job with you, and they're getting paid the same amount, and then they put that on their CV, and then they work themselves, like they get some training on the job, get some exposure to various tech, and then, you know, it's onwards and upwards. And because they've been doing other random jobs for years, IT wages, IT rates tend to be higher. So even if they're being offered like a really rubbish rate, like I don't know, like £80 a day or £90 for the day, they get excited and oh, it's a lot of money, £90 a day, yeah, I'll do that. And then there's like a whole bunch of people taking gigs for like £80 a day, £90 a day. So like the guys who like you know, been in the game for a while, and they don't take that kind of salary rate, they're like, no, we don't. I don't want that. If you're not, I mean, essentially, I mean, I've done this myself, and I've said this to the agencies myself. How much a company pays its staff is relative and a direct indicator for how that company values their staff, and how they value retention of the staff that they've trained and that are familiar with their infrastructure. And those companies are few and far between. One of the good ones is like Eversheds, Sutherland Solicitors. They're okay. I know a relative of mine he's got some, he's had some work doing, he's getting good rates at some companies in London. But you have to kind of pull your foot down. And I've actually had rates increased where I've said, oh, I'm not going to do it. Like, they'll be like, oh, it's this job. Like, what's the job? And they'll tell you like, oh, it's this, that, and the other. And you're like, okay, what are the rates? And as soon as they tell you the rates, and you're like, you know what, I'm not interested. I wouldn't be interested, mate. Sorry. And they're like, oh, what would you be interested in? And it's like, do you know, if it's on 80 quid, it's not even worth me telling you what I'd be interested in, because it's like it's over double that, and it's not even me kind of blowing smoke up my own arse. That is what it was. Like for IT, average day rates before this poxy IR35 crap came in, it was anywhere between 150 and 250 a day, and that's by a limited company or umbrella company. It didn't matter which. You know, obviously what you take home is going to be different, but with a limited company you still have to do your taxes. But the benefit was, if you're out of the house for up 10 hours, you can offset subsistence like food, you know, things like pens, pencils, papers, laptops, or whatever that you buy that you need to, you know, for the day-to-day workings of your job. You can offset that against your day rate, which was basically the beauty of having a limited company, because you have expenses, everybody has expenses, you know what I mean? But now, because of this IR35 robbery that HMRC are indulged in, now they've contacted people like eBay, Etsy, Amazon, all of these lot, and they're demanding from them from this January 2024, if you sell something online and it goes over, I think, 1,500 quid or 2 grand, they want to know. They want a full breakdown of all the sales you've made, all the profits, like, and you could be selling like a car that you bought. They want fucking capital gains off that. They want a share of the stuff that you're selling online. They want a share of everything. They want a share of your full-time job. They want a share of the stuff that you sell on eBay. They want a share of, if you've got a car for sale and it's worth over 4 grand, I think it is, they want a share of that as well. They want a share of goddamn everything. They're thieves. Really hate the way, I mean, tax, we need tax, don't get me wrong, we need tax. But come on, mate, are you having a giraffe? You want a cut out of everything that we sell. Whether it's, oh, we've already bought a car, right? We've already bought it. We paid VAT on it when we bought it, right? So if we're selling it on, why are they taxing it? Why are they taxing the profit? You know, why are they taxing that? Why then don't they go to the person who's buying it and charge them VAT? Why don't they do that? Do you know what? To be fair, it wouldn't surprise me if they bloody went and started doing that as well. The whole country, the way it's being run, and the clowns that are running it, is just becoming an absolute joke, an absolute farce. But yeah, that's my little rant about bloody tax. But yeah, so those were the rates. But now, like I got a call about a week and a half ago. Somebody's got a second line position. They're paying 120, and this is umbrella. It's not limited. It's not. See, basically, it's like PAYE kind of arrangement. So 120 quid. right? Out of that, you're probably going to be taxed about 30 odd quid, right? So you're left at about 80, 85, 90 maybe, you know, tops. And out of that, like, I've got to travel to Brum, like a different area of Brum, so it's like about 18 miles, 17 miles. 17 miles there, 17 miles back, the time, food in the afternoon. These are all expenses, and then there's parking as well. Parking ain't cheap, especially in Birmingham. Parking ain't cheap, you know what I mean? So you're taking out another 25 quid, right, for parking, fuel, food, you know, that kind of thing. Anything else, equipment that you might use, need, whatever. And you're looking at what, 60 quid. For 60 quid, I says to the guy, like the agency, I says, John mate, I says, and I basically told him what I just says to you guys, and I said, do you know, for 60 quid mate, I go, I'm better off just going down the road to the supermarket and help them stack the shelves, and I'll get more than that. And it's literally down the road. I don't have to do no driving, don't have to park, don't have to buy anything. So yeah, like the rates. So like I thought, do you know what? I've always wanted to drive trucks. So I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to start learning to drive trucks. So after COVID happened, that bloody crazy few years that I'm never going to get back in my life. I don't know, it's just a weird gap in my life. Yeah, I thought I'd do this training thing, and the third time I passed with a company near me. Obviously, I was going to say the name of the company, but I can't remember. There's 3 letters, and I can't remember which way around the letters are. So I don't want to say the wrong letters. And there's actually a company that's called that in the wrong order, and everyone goes there and gives them a call for training. So when I find out for sure which order those flipping letters are in, I'll put that in my new vlog. But I'll leave a link in the description anyway, because by the time I edit it, I should find out what's going on, like what the company actually was. Yeah, so I started calling around, like initially, before I passed, obviously. I started calling around, and they're like, oh yeah, it's this much money, and blah 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 blah, and this is how much it costs, this is what it entails, and some training companies are like, oh, we'll get you a job, get you into work straight away, and what a crock. You know what these training companies don't tell you is, mate, it's going to be like 3.5 grand, 4.5 grand, if you, I mean, it depends on whether you're doing your class 1, class 2 first, and then class 1, or your class 1, but class 2, class 1, you're going to be spending more money. Class 1 tends to be a little bit cheaper by about £500–600, because you basically jump straight into a class 1. It might take you out in a class 2 for a day, but after that it's all class 1. So yeah, like nobody tells you that. Do you know what, mate? It's going to be like 3.5 grand, 4.5 grand, and this is if you pass first time, because these prices are, you know, they include your training and your test, and you do your theory test yourself, like, do you know what I mean? You book your theory tests, like, and there's a whole bunch of them. There's like 4 of them or something. Can't remember now. There's like the CPC theory and blah blah blah. There's loads of them. God, I don't want to get into like, it's just annoying thinking about it. So yeah, I mean, there's all them tests to do, like, and it costs money, you know. It costs money. Like, if you fail, you're gonna pay, like, to do it again. So, talking maybe £100, £50 for the theory type ones, and then 400-500 quid for the practical ones. Because obviously, if you fail your first test, you're gonna have to take another test, but the training company is going to want a lesson with you to go over wherever you failed on, and then you do the thing. So it's like a lesson and a test, so it's going to cost about 400 odd, 400-500. Do you know what I mean? So say for example it's like £4.5 grand, and it takes you 3 passes, like 3 fails and 2 fails and a pass. So you're looking at like a fail, and then you've got like 2 extra examination costs. So you're looking at another grand, so like 4.5 plus a grand, that's 5.5 grand, guys. 5,500. What they don't tell you is, if you're in a job, don't quit. Do the training, take some time off work, do the training, get some work under your belt, do weekends if you have to, go part-time with your other work, you know, if you can. That'd be ideal. If you could go part-time doing that, and then you just do shifts with trucking, you know, you're more likely to get employed as a new pass driver in the day rather than in the night. Just risk factors in the night, lower visibility, for example. Yeah. So if you're going to do part-time work, try and get some part-time work in the day, in the night. Sorry, like, you know, Tesco, Sainsbury's, all of them, they're like perfect because they do shelf stacking in the night and they don't have customers around, a lot of them, so it can be a laugh. So I mean, if you've got other work going on, do that'll help cover the bills and stuff in the meantime. Do you know what I mean? But register with as many agencies as possible, because they're not going to have told you that it's going to take a while before you get your return on investment. That 5.5 grand, that 6 grand that you spent on training to be a truck driver, it's not going to be bloody easy, and a lot of times people want you in a class 2, but then if you do a class 2, no one wants you in a class 1, and they're like, nah mate, because you've got class 2 experience. God, I hated class 2s. I hated them. I don't like the swing. I don't like the seating. I don't like, they don't have anything in them. A lot of these class 2s, they just got budget, don't they? And because most of them, like, just city runs, local, like day runs, and they don't have a bed. They have a couple of seats. They don't even have a fridge. So if you've got food, you've got sandwich or whatever, where are you going to put it? You know what I mean? Unless you bring along a cooler box, or a little fridge, and you put that in the footwell in the passenger side, fair play. Do you know what I mean? But as a rule, they don't have them. They don't have them. I did some work for Tool Station. Can't remember the company now. Who do the Tool Station work? The Tool Station Logistics and the Tool Station Trains. Can't remember now, but they had some nice. I mean, they were nice Scania Class 2s. nice and tidy. Like, I say tidy as in spec, not cleanliness inside, because chances are they weren't, because you get mingers driving them. But yeah, I used to hate him. I really used to hate him. And what? Let's look at the camera. Yeah, you guys might see the sunset. What is that? Oh look, I think yeah, it's so. Yeah, so basically, don't do the job. To try and kind of juggle part-time work with HGV stuff. You need to get as much as you can. Be named down with loads of agencies, as many as possible. You know, because what will tend to happen is no one will want to give you a job, but they'll use you as a last minute. Because most drivers won't do stuff last minute, especially if they've got regular work on. They might not even be able to. So look, this is how I got my foot in the door, and they were like calling me up. Somebody called me up at this one agency, and they're like, "Mate, I've got a job in a couple of hours. Do you reckon you'll be able to do it?" What's the job? It's class 2 work, but you know, it's work, and do you know what is right? It is work, and I could put something on my CV now, whereas before it was bloody blank, and it was just me, kind of on a cover letter saying, I've been driving as a field engineer for this many years, my licence is clean, and blah 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 blah. You know. Do you know what? I'll do a letter, and I'll leave a link on. I'll drop it in like a Dropbox or Google Drive or something like that, and then you guys can have a look at it. And if you want to use it, use it. You know, use it as a cover letter. Send it to agencies, send it to companies, and hopefully that'll give you a better chance of getting a job. You know, if you state your case, obviously, you know, try and tailor it to suit you and your requirements, your needs, and your journey. But yeah, like the framework will be there, so you can use that. So I'll leave a link in the description. If it's not there, remind me in the comments. And while I'm talking about the comments, subscribe, guys. Yeah, so yeah, do that. Register with as many agencies as possible, and do you know what? Go to the companies directly. If you've got a DX near you, go there. Go to the transport office, hand your CV in. Do you know what I mean? Get a phone number. A couple of days later, give them a call, and then a week later, give them another call. Do you know what I mean? Ask them, "You got any work on? You got any class 2 last minute? If somebody's sick, let me know. I'll be happy to do that." And I know some companies like DHL, DPD, GXO, XPO, they have these little recruitment drives where they welcome new past drivers. So if you're happy to kind of do something like that, you know what I mean, then keep an eye out for these companies that have these recruitment drives. Go to their websites, XPO, GXO, DHL, DPD, all the rest of it. Go to their websites, check them out, look at the career section. It's not easy, guys. It's not easy. It's not fun, and it's not easy to get your first 6 months experience. Like I got lucky with Muller Milk and Ingredients. I also got I also got given a boot there as well, and I'll tell you about that either later on or in another vlog. Just remind me if I don't, and if you want to hear it, let me know. But other than that, I'll try and remember to tell you that story. But yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy getting your first 6 months under your belt. After 6 months, it gets a little bit easier because your CV's, in theory, fuller. Don't be complacent. Try and fill your week with work, with driving work. You know, try and fill it as much as possible with driving work. The more you got, the better it is. And if you're a class 1 driver, try not to do too much class 2 work, because you'll end up shooting yourself in the foot. I almost did that. I did 2 months of like loads of class 2 work, and then I went for a class 1 job, and they were like, oh, you've got class 2 work, and I would think to myself, mate, they won't take me for class 1 because they're saying I don't have class 1 experience, but they won't take class 2 experience. If I do class 2 experience, they tell me I've got too much class 2 experience and not enough class 1 experience. And then some of them are like, you need a year's experience, but you can't get a year's experience if you can't get a job with 6 months experience. You know, and it's just bloody horrendous. It's horrendous because it's like a catch-22. It's like they want experience, but you can't get experience because no one will give you a goddamn job. Do you know what I mean? I mean, they do give you a job. They don't give you a job in the category that you want the job in, which buggers you up for the job that you want to get in the category that you want to get it in. It's an absolute nightmare. But so this is why it's imperative. It's really, really important that you stay on top of agencies and contact them every couple of days. Call them. You know, you've got 3 minutes. Everybody has 3 minutes on a contract. I think even pay-as-you-go phones have 3 minutes now, don't they? Well, not free because you're paying a line rental, but you know, there's minutes included. Call them up. Call them up. I mean, it's been a year now for me, and it's only now that I mean, even it's not like amazing now for me with a year. I mean, there's people out there that are like 2, 3, 4, 5 years. You know what I mean? Some of them ADRs, and you know, you're not going to be top of the pile. You're not going to be, you know, prime, you know, cream of the crop, the first person to get dipped. You're not. It's just the reality of it. You're going to be at the bottom of the pile. You're going to be last resort. You're going to be, you know, at school when you're picking teams and there's always one person left. You're that person. You're that person, and even that person. Both the team captains will be looking at each other. I'd rather have one less on my team, mate. You have him. You have one more. Nah. It's one of them. Like, you're just a CV in a pile of CVs. So make an effort. Don't be a lazy fart. Don't be complacent. Right? Just because you've registered doesn't mean you're on the, you know, on the ball. You know, you gotta get with the program, guys. You gotta get this. You gotta go get this shit yourself. You go get it. You know what I mean? So yeah, and hopefully by doing that, being proactive, taking pride in your work and in your approach, in the presentation of your CV, in the professional way that you speak to people, you know what I mean? That will help get you where you want to be in terms of your career. That's the outlook anyway. How it pans out is, it's all the balls in your court, guys. How it pans out is all down to you and how you conduct yourselves in the recruitment process. It's your job, your career, your responsibility. Take responsibility. The onus is on you. But yeah, I mean, I think I've covered everything with that. I have got a plan that's actually in the pipeline at the moment. But once that's not, I know people watch these videos and they get these ideas and they steal ideas. I've seen some of Trucker Tim's ideas get stolen because he tells people too much sometimes, I think. Because I mean, you get fans, yeah, but there'll be haters, and they'll be like, I don't know, man. Do you know what? They're just evil. They don't want you to succeed just for the sake of not wanting you to succeed. Because I don't know, maybe because they're not there, so they don't want anyone else there unless they're there themselves. Who knows? It's just a weird frame of mind, but those people exist. So if you've got things in the pipeline, that could be a game changer for anything really. Keep it to yourself till it's finalised and it's live and it's running. You know what I mean? Keep it under wraps, because you're getting D-heads, haters who will jump at the opportunity to pull the rug from under your feet and have a little laugh and a giggle with their bum chums while they're doing it. So yeah, bear that in mind. Geezer birds, we are, how far are we? 1.9 miles from the place. So basically we're going to back it up, they're going to tip, luckily, so I don't have to do very much. I'm going to open the door, put that trailer in the bay, get them tipping, and then basically head back. See what this guy's saying. Alright man, how's it going? Are you done? How long did it take? Right, yeah. What, the exit? How long did it take? How long did it take? How long? Hour? Nah, dropping off. Dropping off. Empty. They have to empty. It's full. hour, he said. Man, I hope not. I hope it's not going to be a flipping hour. That's going to put a right spanner in the works. They all go on their lunch at like 12:30, so hopefully they get it all done in like half an hour. Right, mate. Try not to get lost this time. Yeah, I'll still get lost.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, every time I come here I get lost. Yeah.
Again left, don't stop, just go straight.
Straight.
Left, back, left. But you here,
Yeah, and then I'll take a right or something, I don't know what happens. Nice one. So left, and then left again. That's what he said. Yeah, I says to him, I must have been here like 3 or 4 times now, and every time I come here, I get lost. Every time. Every single time I get lost. Left, he said. Let's go down this way this time. Let's go down this way. Where's the exit? Because it's by the exit. Is it here? That rings a bell. Because that was where I was going to take a left turn. You see what I mean about this place being flipping mental? Yeah, I think down here, and it's straight. And then recognise that. This stop and wait at line hot thing. I recognise that. So maybe yes. Is it? Is it? I think this is. There's just not as many. It's where's the cabin and the shelter. Yeah, that is it. see you in a bit. So, we've just left. Got tips. Got a return pallet, and we're heading back. I'm gonna have to take my 30-minute break. I'll probably take like 45 minutes or something, because I'm pretty battered. So I might just catch a few minutes sleep, bit of a power nap, and then make tracks. So I've got 35 minutes to drive, and then in that 35 minutes I need to find somewhere to pull over. We are not far from the yard, 3 miles to be exact. It's because I've got both wheels down in here, that's what it is, mate. It's because I've got my wheels, so I'm just going to hang one up, I think. Wait for the gate, wait for the gate. Wait for the gate to open. My battery's going to get flat as well. Battery's going flat, battery's going flat. And, come on gate, come on. Saturday, isn't it? Saturday. So, don't know how busy it's going to be today. I'm busy, it's going to be today. Oh, I know. Righty wonders. Gonna get my shoes on, gonna turn you guys off, and yeah, so again, as usual, don't forget to hit the notification. Don't forget to hit the notification button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment with your suggestions and all the rest of it. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.